Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. We'll just wait for 2 more minutes, then we'll just start off. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a small doubt, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is that the same process of submitting our last 6 week project? Or we need to add any PPT or any presentation given by us?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you come again?
Is that the same process of submitting our final project, or we need to add any PPT or a new presentation for our final project?
Yeah, I guess that you need to add a PPT as well, but that the all of the details will be given to you in your WhatsApp group. What details you exactly need to do. All of the details will be like discussed in your WhatsApp group itself. Like the project file you'll be getting there, all of things will be mentioned. You need to work accordingly.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am. Thanks.
So I guess you need to prepare a proper PPT out of it based on the project that you will be preparing on.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So we'll just start off with today's session. So actually today is basically the end, like the course-wise ending of today's session because henceforth we won't be coming down to session and understanding anything, but there would be the presentation of your project that will be there. But we won't be coming down to the sessions to learn, understand things. So course-wise, today is the ending of the session. So today is the final class that we will be going ahead with. So we'll just discuss some of the very basic because course-wise curriculum we have already completed. So we'll just discuss about like I was talking about the EDA part. So some of you I have seen the EDA part. You just go ahead with that basic charts that you are preparing, like the univariate analysis. Only I have like very less people out of here have gone ahead and worked well with the EDA portion very clearly to mention. Your main focus is into the model building and the stuff. That is quite obvious. That is fine. That is good to go with. But for the purpose where you need to understand your data, EDA is very crucial. So we just will look in details about a guide basically we can think of how we can work with our EDA portion clearly and eventually we'll just go ahead with the same. Fine. So I'll just share my screen. Can you just let me know if my screen is visible to you or not? So screen is visible, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So we'll just take a blank sheet up. So we'll just like within ourselves only we'll discuss about the EDA analysis. Okay. So EDA analysis we will be discussing. So you can take it as a guide. Fine. So, because EDA analysis is a crucial part of the project that you are building in, okay? So, it helps you to get the insight of your data, recognize the relationships that are there inside the fields or the features that with what you are actually working. It helps you to detect the anomalies. It also helps you to identify the important trends, right? So based on your EDA, you go ahead with the hypothesis testing. You select the statements up in the hypothesis testing, and then you just select the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis out of it, and you check with various, you do the various tests out of the data, out of that specific data to get the insight out, right? So EDA part is very crucial. So I'll just ask you in your final week project, try and make the EDA part very clear. And every step I have yesterday also I have told you all of the steps. So you need to mention each, go and mention each of the steps clearly. And I guess day before yesterday I have shown you the template. So what to follow in how what format you need to follow. I have given you the insight for everything. So try and follow this because this is your final project and it is a capstone project. So you have to work well up here. You need to show up all over that you have studied in this internship from week 1 to week 5. So this is the final big project, you can think it of like that. And here you have to showcase each and every section very clearly. And I have also mentioned you after each of the section, like you are going down with any of the chart. So I'll suggest you to add the title as chart one and what title is all about. Write it like that. Then plot the chart and then give two things for sure. The first one is why you have choose this chart for this data. Next, you'll add up another one that what insight you have received from the chart. And third one, you can put in what positive impact you are getting like from the what positive trend you have got from the data and how it is beneficial for your business or whatever be it on what field you are working on, how it is beneficial. Just try and add this 3 points. So this will make your analysis to next level. Like when you are presenting it to any of your client or maybe in your for any of your HR might be seeing it through. They might not know the technicalities, but they will understand the basic English language. So they will just read it out and understand from this chart you have taken down these points and these points are beneficial. So the you have kept in mind about the proper stakeholders also. Also those clients who don't have the technical knowledge, they just want you to work it in and just make a proper report or chart from where you can just from where they can take the data driven decision, right? So this is the form you can take into consideration. So it can be like if you are thinking it of like that, it can be challenging to know like what questions to be asked. So I'll just give you the questions that you can ask to your data. Based on that, you can try and collect the best chart that will suit for your data. Okay. So the questions that that you need to ask, that is, what are the basic characteristics of my data? Okay, so this you need to ask to your this question needs to be asked. So what it gives, it determines the data type, the number of data that has observed, along with that the number of variables. The initial understanding needs to be there. So this initial understanding will help for the further analysis and the further guide, right? So this needs to be done. Like what it will be giving it out, it will be helping it out to determine the type of data, determine the type of data. Next, the number of observation. Next, the number of variables. All of it. So, guys, are you understanding what I am trying to tell it to you?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we'll okay. So we'll just go for the next question. That is, what is the overall structure of my data? So I need to ask this. Fine. So what is the overall structure of my data? I need to ask this. The data or data set, you can call it anyhow. So we need to examine the variables, the types of the variables, that is categorical or continuous, and how they are distributed. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to examine variable types, that is categorical or continuous, how it is. So how the data, how my data actually is. Then I'll just take about and their distribution, how they are distributed. Okay. So this overview, what this overview will give us. So this overview will help us to understand how all of the components that I am listing down, that will fit together in the same form and will guide me further for the exploration into a specific area of interest that I can think it of, right? So this next question that we will be putting it, that is, what is the overall structure of my database? Okay. So next, the third one that we will be putting it down, that would be what pattern exists in my data. So what pattern exists in my data? So it identify the trends, the relationship between the variables. We need to understand this patterns, because if we understand this pattern, this can clearly reveal the interactions, the insights that we will be getting in through from here, right? So, and we can take a data-driven decision. For that, we need to understand what pattern actually exists in my data. So what it signifies, it identifies trends or relationships between the variables. Okay, so it identifies the trends and relationships that we can understand between the variables that we need to understand. Next, we'll just move ahead with another question that we can think of, that are, what are, is there any outliers, or what are the outliers that are present in my data and which are present till now? Okay, are there any that are present? So I need to check in through, are there any outliers that are present? So outliers, what they can do, outliers can indicate the anomalies or the errors that is there inside my data set, and we can just be detecting them would help us to take some of the decisions carefully. Right? When we can detect them easily, we can just delete that from my data. I will get a fresh data, and working with that data will give me more futuristic and more better insight out, right? Even my model will perform better when there is no outlier in my data. So I need to check it very clearly. Are there any outliers that are present in my data or not? Right? So analyzing these outliers would help me to determine the causes and how to address them as well. Like we can think of, like, for identifying them, we have definitely used the box plots. So there we can definitely identify that these are my outliers. So we can definitely use many perspective or many forms that we can use, like interquartile range we can try and use to get through my data clearly, and based on that can try and understand the data in a form that I can like understand and get my outliers out of my data, so that I have a clean data with me that performs well in terms of visualization, as well as it performs extremely like exceptionally good in my model when I am just working with my model. But that depends on the model which you are working on. But that doesn't keep any of the difference. Like there won't be any issue that will be coming in my model due to this outlier. So I need to check carefully about the outliers that I am considering on. Okay. Next, we need to check what are the missing values that are there inside my data. Okay, so we need to check about the missing values. So suppose in some of the case, I got some of the missing values. So let me just give you an example. Just a moment, if I have that file or not, I need to check that. Okay. So this is the Excel part that I am just showing you. So here we have got this missing values. This is my data, and I got this values as missing. Okay, so this here you can see that it is here in this section. Suppose this value is missing, but most out of the data that I am getting in through. So I can just replace it with any of the value that won't matter much, right? So putting it to any other date. Suppose I just copy paste the same date, but keeping this data because I am having my sales out here. If I just remove the entire row, it will affect my revenue that I am generating, right? Maybe little, but it will affect my revenue. I'll just not get the date when the order has been placed. But all of the other details I am having, the person name I am getting, the item that has been brought, I am getting in through. It's just that I am not getting the order date. So here I can't afford to delete the entire row because of one missing value, right? So I need to check in through. Next, here you can see the region is missing, but all of the other details I am getting. So here also I can't miss it. Here also I can't miss it. But here you can see, here you are not getting the total amount, but here you are getting the unit price you are getting, and per unit cost you are getting. So you can do the mathematical operation and fill this column, fill this row, right? So you can fill this not actually row, the specific cell in Excel we call it cell. So I'm calling it the cell. So here also you just need to multiply it and you'll get the data out. So when after you are getting the missing values, you need to check in what format the missing values are and where my missing values are. Any of the That's why I always ask you to visualize if there is any missing value. Visualize your data. Suppose in any of the specific column, only one data is missing. You can handle that. You don't have to delete that. But if there is any specific column, there most of the rows are missing only. Then see here. Here most of the rows are missing, but this one is my primary key. Without this, I can't connect with any other table, right? So for this, I have to delete it. I have to delete this part. Or if possible, if it was any numerical value, I can just take down the mean value or any of the median value and can replace here, right? And here in this row, you can see it down. I am missing out of order. I am missing out of the unit. I am missing out of the unit cost. I am missing out of total. I am not getting the unit or unit cost also. So how I'll get the total? So in this perspective, I have to delete this entire row. Okay, clear guys? What I am trying to say, is it clear to you?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So in this case, missing values, missing values, what are there inside my data? How it will help me out? It will help me to identify the missing values which may indicate the problems, and which can with the data collection or data entry part, how my data will be absolutely presentable and how my data will be presenting. I i actually need to change it off, like I need to actually check it off. Sorry guys, just a minute please. Okay, sorry for this. So here the understanding why the values are missing allows us what it allows us. It allows us to appropriately correlative management or actions need to be taken. As I have given you this example, this is the form we need to take into count. We need to take into count here. Okay, so then we have to check for the missing values that are inside my data. Next, I need to check what is the correctness of the data. Okay, so we need to check in through the correctness, like we need to access the data quality, we need to include its source, we need to understand the data authentication purpose, like the we need to understand from where the data came and how the authentic my data is. We need to check for the duplicate values. We need to understand like the quality of analysis depends on the quantity of the data. So I need to take a proper view of the data, right? So here you can see that I have checked the missing value based on this. So I have got the since it is my primary key, I have got two values same, and I got the entire rows for each are getting same, exact same. So these are my actual duplicates, right? These are my actual duplicates. So I just need to delete it down. So for better understanding, for you to understand, I am just showing you in Excel so that you can understand how like what exactly we need to do, right? So there you in details when you'll be working in Python, there you'll be getting what are the you will get the numbers of missing like or duplicate values or missing values, and from there itself you can just delete it. Okay, so here just for in reference I'm just showing you this. Next we'll just move ahead. We need to check the correctness of the data. Then we need to check is there any correlation between the variables. Okay, so we need to check and examine if there is any correlation that is there inside the variables. So on that part, we need to take help from our different plots and charts, and based on that, we can visualize the data in a better format and can try and understand the data. Okay, so next after that, if we are going ahead, we need to take into account about how does this data compare to the past performance. We need to take into account about that. So we need to compare the current performance metrics with the previous period, or to identify the any if there is any behavioral change or any forecast that has been done in the future outcomes. We need to check the data like that so that we can get a better comparison, and we can get if there any like trending like hidden trend that has been present inside the data based on the historical purpose. Okay. Next, what we need to do, we need to just understand, like we need to just check in through is there any seasonality that is present inside my data or not. Okay, so what is it? So we need to look for recurring patterns over time. Okay, so we need to look for the recurring patterns that would be present over the period of time, such as we can see the seasonal fluctuations in the data. Maybe quarter wise we can check, or in a form that it will take into consideration how the sales is getting fluctuated. Annually or quarter wise. If we are checking it annually, then we need to divide that annual part into different quarters and get the data done. Okay, so that we can understand the internal factors that are actually affecting the data. Okay, so then we need to, after that, we need to check how much variability that exists within each of the variable. So we need to check how much variability that exists within each variable. That for that we need to measure the variability to understand the spread of the data points within the variables. So for that we can use like clustering algorithms, linear regressions. So it helps us to decide the appropriate analysis technique that we need to take into account. In EDA also sometimes if we want to check our data, we can try and use this linear regression or any of the clustering based algorithm if our data is classification based, or if our data is like if our data that we are getting that is clustering based data. So then we just try and check it with the help of any model, how my data is actually doing, how exactly my data is performing over time, right? So for this, we need to just how much variability that existed for each variable that I need to check into. Okay. Next, we'll just move ahead and check if are there any disciplinaries between observed and expected value that we need to check. So we need to check, are there any discrepancies that is present between the observed and expected values. So we need to investigate the mismatch between the observations and the expectations to determine if what adjustment we need to build in. If the adjustment are needed, or is there any issue in the cleaning part, I need to go ahead with the cleaning part again and need to check my cleaning section again. Then I need to come down, so for that, I need to take into account with this. Okay. So after that, we need to check what are some potential explanation for unexpected result. If you are getting any unexpected result, we need to check what are some potential explanations for unexpected result that we need to take into account.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes.
is this the last class?
Yes.
So internship is going to over.
Of course.
Okay, ma'am. So do we get any job opportunity also?
See, this is not the like time to ask all of this. We'll just keep a window on. You can just ask this question. I am middle of something. I need to complete that. After that, I'll just keep the window on so that you can ask all of these questions.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay.
So we need to like there are some potential explanations for the unexpected. We need to check for potential explanation for any of the unexpected results that we receive. Okay. Next, after that, we'll just go ahead and check how do different subset of my data set behave differently. So I need to check on that. Okay. And next, the final one that I need to that do I need to transform any of my variable before analysis? That I need to check once before identification, like identifying it, or I do or what format I need to do it. I need to understand that. So, and final one, are there any gaps in my understanding of the data? Because I need to put, let me just write it down. Okay, so these are the relevant questions that you need you are getting in any problem because suppose when you are just working with the data, yesterday also I have told you, just spend time with the data, just give around 10-15 minutes, if needed spend 30 minutes with the data, understand the data intricately. If you the first stage is to understand the data, just go to your Excel sheet, just if possible, because if I have my data sorted in this format, then it is easier for me to understand and see my data, because you can see here, this is my raw data that I actually have. Next, I have done all of this pre-processing here and get this data ready for visualization. Okay, so this is a different perspective for Excel, but you need to spend time with your data. You need to understand each and every field that is mentioned in your data. Okay, each and every feature, what exactly they are trying to say, what they are trying to perform. Each of this you need to understand very well. So for that, for understanding it, or for taking out the best output from your data, you need to spend time with your data. And after you have spent time, you just, if possible, try and write down what feature signifies what feature signifies what. So after you have done that, then just go ahead with your data in Google Colab or any of your Python editor, because from there itself you get in through with the details and you understand like how exactly your data is doing, how exactly your data is performing up, right? So then after you have taken loaded down your data, so try understand each of the sections very well, how your data is, what are the basic data types, what are the basic data information. So suppose you have done all of it, then when you are going down and building your model, you are not getting proper accuracy of your data, because by this time when you have taken down the data, most of the time you have taken down the data from Kaggle, right? But this are all of this data that you have worked, they are actually the masked data or builded data, right? So when you will be working with any of the industry, there what happened, there you actually need to face the real time, real world data, maybe any of the CSAT data you get it. So there the data that you will be getting, that will be exactly coming from the customers, right? So the details that you need to put in here in the basic programming or in the basic data that you have taken from Kaggle and work with that. Most of the time, your data is fine only. You don't have to do much of the pre-processing on the data. But when you will be working with the real-time, real-life data, then you have to understand the data very well. Then you have to perform each and every pre-processing step. If your pre-processing of the data is clear, if it is come up to 90 to 100% in that zone, it is like building the model is not that tough. You can build that because you do have a practice of building that. But data pre-processing is very vital. In many such case, you will face when you'll be working that you are going ahead with the data, you are building the model. After you have built the model, the accuracy is not coming up. You are trying and building with different models. Then also the accuracy is not coming up to a level that you can just trust the process and save the model for future reference. Then what the work you can do, you can just ask this question and backtrack yourself. Go to the portion where you have done all of the pre-processing. Check each of the section, how exactly they are performing, how exactly they are building stuff. So you need to check with that very well.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Your screen is not visible.
My screen is not visible, but I am sharing the screen. Guys, can you tell me, is my screen visible to you or not?
It's visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Then who is unable to
Ma'am,
see it,
I think
please
my
rejoin.
side.
There is a network issue.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will rejoin.
Yeah. Yeah. So where was I? I just missed out. Okay, I was talking about when you'll be handling the real-time data. So just backtrack yourself. Just go back. Go to the pre-processing zone. See how you have changed the data. There might be, I have seen people that they are not getting accuracy because they have just not taken care of the outliers. They have not taken care of the data types properly. They have not fixed, like suppose you are getting like in any of the categorical data, you are getting USA and USA in upper and smaller case, right? So you are not handling that part well. That's why you are not getting accuracy in the data. There might be when you are seeing, suppose anyone is taking down any supervised, there you are not getting the result. But when you are putting it and clustering it into different clusters, there you are getting to understand that you have missed, like the clusters are forming two different names. The clusters are same, they are overlapping because there is the name is different. The one is capital US and one is small US, right? So you need to get through the data very well, very clearly. You need to get through the data. So additional consideration that we need to check, like how many features are there. You need to observe it out. What are the null values? This will that definitely you will take into count with that. And along with that, if you are getting any of the values like this out, apart from the outliers, are there any maximum or minimum values that are there in the part that you are checking and you are not getting it clarification up there why they are maximum or why they are minimum. You can just, for if the values are very less, not that high, high means number wise they are not high or count wise they are not high, you can just drop those columns out. Fine.
Yes,
Clear,
ma'am.
guys? Understood what I told?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Clear,
Okay,
clear.
great. Okay, fine. And when you'll be working with EDA for especially for Python or any of the project so I'll just ask you to use the Plotly Express because they are making the charts interactive and showcase it in a different format. Like try and use different fields in different format. Like you can change into different color, you can check according to the different size, and you can check on different to the different like access level also, and the position level they are already getting changed. So you need to take into count about like color wise you can make the difference. size wise you can make the difference, position wise you can make the difference, or pattern wise also you can try and make the difference. So in that format, try to build the charts or like the EDA plots that you are preparing, try to build it in that format. And for any of the analysis where your data set is huge, suppose you are having 20 to 23 or more than that, around 30 features you are tackling around, then try and include at least 15 plots that is required. And from there, try and include any of the comparative plots like 4 to 5 or compare plots like where 4 and 5 plots based on 2 to 3 variables you are getting in a single frame. So try and use those comparative plots, or if possible, suppose under the same section, suppose for the same thing you are putting a bar graph. Along with that, for the same code or same section, try and put a maybe a pie chart so that you can separately analyze those two charts based on the same data, same reference, but the chart or the plot is different. Okay, so try and analyze and understand that very well and make, suppose here from here when you'll be going down to prepare a detailed project for the for this week, you need to prepare a presentation, and there you have to prepare a project. Like on the project you have to present that project also. So you are presenting this project to anyone, to me at least, as of now to me. So you have to explain each of the section very well so that it signifies that you also learned and understand that section very well. So if anyone can cross question you on that part, you will be able to answer that and answer that confidently, right? So these are the parts that you need to take into consideration up. Okay, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
So I guess I have made myself clear of what are the details we need to perform up and how we can do the major things up. So I'll just ask you whether you have any questions up or anything to go ahead with. You want me to discuss any specific details? I can do that.
Excuse me,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Yeah, one by
ma'am,
one, please.
for the questions you
Yeah,
have
Hasina.
given, no, ma'am.
Right.
For the questions, should we need to like mention in the collab file, ma'am, or should we
No,
need
no,
to
no, no,
gather
no,
only
no.
the information?
No, no, no. It's not like I have given you the template, right? I have shown you the template how you have to work in the collab. It This question is not for for you to put into the project. This question is for your analysis. Like suppose in between, these are the questions that you have to answer it in the collab. Like not like that you have to put the question and give the analysis. So just a moment, I'm just showing. Like when you are getting the data, your first questions would be what are the basic criteria are there in my data? I need to find it out. This is for your perspective. Suppose in between you are like missing up or your model is not performing well, then you need to backtrack. You need to ask these questions like how many variability exists in my variable. I need to check that. These questions are basically for you to understand, go back, backtrack yourself and understand where I did the mistakes. So if all of these questions clearly identifies you or you can answer each of the sections well, then your EDA part would be very clear to go ahead with. Okay, so this is basically for your reference
Okay, ma'am. What is the minimum count of the
down
plots, ma'am, for
to the collab.
EDA?
That really like max to max you can put it to 10 to 15 because based on your data, suppose you are working with the data where the number of fields that are coming up to be 30, right? There you are plotting only 5 plots, that doesn't suit, right? You won't be easily like it's not for me. You won't be able to understand the intricate details or the correlation that is there inside the features, right? So that's
Yes.
why you need to try and add it up in that format.
Okay, ma'am.
Try to add at least 10 to 12 and try and add heat map positively,
Okay, ma'am.
correlation heat map. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So anyone, any questions?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in case of image data set, the plots are
So,
limited visuals
sorry,
we
your
have.
voice got broke. I didn't get it.
In case of image data set,
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
visuals are limited. So how can we tackle that, ma'am?
Like for the EDA, you are telling the charts are limited, right?
Yes, ma'am, for the image data set. Like I worked on the pneumonia data set last week,
Mm-hmm.
so there were only limited visuals I could add.
Yeah. So if that is specifically related, as I told, it is totally based on the data that you'll be working. So if your data there mostly into image form, then you can't add much of the EDA part, right? So that how much you can add up, like EDA plot. Basically, I am talking about the visualization section. So definitely there you can't add much of the visuals, but at least that much possible, you try and add that much at least. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So guys, any other question?
मैम व्हाट विल बी द आफ्टर प्रोसेस ऑफ मतलब मैम ये इंटर्नशिप खत्म हो जाएगी इसके बाद हमें क्या करना होगा हम कुछ जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी वगैरह मिलेगी हम
Related to the job
यस मैम
opportunity, I, I understand, but uh, that needs to be like I have no proper idea about the job opportunity, but there might not be, but I am not sure about that. So if relevant to that, you want any proper answer, you can just mail the HR. They will just revert you back on that because I don't have any proper idea about this part.
ओके मैम
Yeah.
तो मैम वी विल गेट आवर
So
कंप्लीशन ऑफ दिस इंटर्नशिप सर्टिफिकेट
yeah, definitely. So if you have
ओके
like after evaluation, your performance is fine, you have submitted all of it, and you have worked accordingly, measures has been are there. Based on that parameter, your performance will be checked. If that is up to the mark, you will definitely get the internship certificate.
Yes, ma'am. So as I have joined late, I have submitted 4 weeks project. Then week 5 and week 6 is left. I'll be submitting it in 2 days or 3 days. So then I will be getting it.
There are other Fridays. Don't worry about the joining. It will be taken care of about the joining part. So that is fine. So you just work accordingly in the project. It's not just you are only submitting the project. How you are performing inside the project, how you are performing inside the sessions, that is also a part of evaluation. Okay. So I don't know how
Okay.
that evaluation has been done, but if you have key thing. So you have to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone having any other question?
Hello.
Yeah.
Actually, ma'am, I am in fourth year, and a lot of things are going
Okay.
in my college. I have recently sit in Infosys online assessment and LTI entry, also in Visa. There is a lot of
Okay.
going in my college. I am being very busy right now. I have submitted all my videos of presentations till 4 week and the project.
Okay.
I have also submitted the project of fifth week, but I have not submitted the video as I didn't get any time. So can I get 2 3 days for it?
See, you have this weekend project up. So with that project, try and complete with that video that is left. So you can just like try and work side by side. Based on that, you can just get the details up because I don't know extra 2 3 days you'll be given or not, but you can just take your time because you have to submit it. It's a big five
Yes,
project, so you
ma'am.
have already got the extension, right? Yeah,
Yes,
tell.
ma'am. Actually, I today I also received mail from LTM entry for interview process. And recently, I have
Okay.
also set for Infosys interview and OA. So it has been very busy, so I was not able to do all of this.
I understand. So you can just go ahead. So you still have the weekend, right? So in weekends you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
just complete that. So you
But
can just complete in the weekend and submit it in the next week.
ma'am, I was asking if the interview calls, as they have not notified me about the date of my interview, but if it falls on Monday or Sunday, so I have to prepare. And also, my college always conduct placement classes that is necessary to be attended by me. So I will not be able to. That's why I'm asking if this is the case, then can I get a 2 days extra?
Okay, you work accordingly as of now. If that is possible, that will be informed to you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Project will be given in the WhatsApp group only. There you'll get a chance to like there all of the project final year like the final week project details will be given to you. There you can just see it through. Okay.
Ma'am, do we get extra time for the major project or should we submit on Monday?
Okay, that I don't know. That I need to ask. Like they will definitely convey it to you there. Okay. In the WhatsApp group, all of these details, like whether the extra time will be given or not, and how it would be. So everything will be discussed over there.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question, guys? No questions? Okay. So I just need to ask you people. So how was like since today is our last session where we are actually studying something or getting into the sessions perspective, but hence this is the last one. And from next day when we will be just going ahead with that, that would be the presentation session for you for presenting your major project. Okay. So I just wanted to ask you how was your experience coming up here, understanding the details, working on the minor project. Now you'll be getting the major project up. So I just wanted to know from you how was your experience up.
Ma'am, can I?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Hasani,
Ma'am,
carry on.
I have recently graduated from my BTech, ma'am. Fourth year, I have completed it recently.
Okay.
From my for my BTech course, I don't have the deeper knowledge on the algorithms. Like I am from the AIML background, ma'am, but
Okay.
I have only the theory part of the section major part. But I don't know the practical knowledge on that regarding the how we can implement those algorithms in the project based on that. But after
Mm-hmm.
coming by week, I have been used that knowledge that you have been taught in the week lectures and then have implemented on the minor projects, ma'am.
Yeah.
This had helped me so much regarding the like EDA analysis or the algorithms you have been taught us till now. It's been very good, ma'am. Like my knowledge has been increased much more than the course part that have been in the college.
Okay, great, Hasani. That's nice that you actually learned, not only implemented, but actually learned a lot from the internship. That's
Yeah, yeah,
great
yes,
to know.
ma'am.
So, anyone else wants to share their experience?
Yeah, ma'am, I would like to.
Yeah, definitely, Fida.
It was really great to be mentored by you, ma'am.
Thank
Coming
you.
from BCA background, I had a slight knowledge in data science, but being mentored by you, we had a deep knowledge here. Learned a lot and implemented a lot. Now I'm feeling quite confident with what I know. And thanks for all.
Okay, Fida, that's nice that you have not only learned, but you have also implemented it. So, implementing actually is the key, but I will just ask you people to keep on practicing the stuff, keep on like analyzing the stuff very well so that you get like clear access to it. When you will be like facing any of the interviews there, if they are asking for any of the questions relevant to the any of the sections or many of the project that you have built, you can answer that like confidently that you have the knowledge about that. It shouldn't be like that you have just prepared it just by using any of the AI and built another AI program or any of the machine learning program. It shouldn't be like that, that you know the intricate details about it, how the details actually works, right? So that's exactly my point from my end to you, so that you keep on practicing and gets better each day going. So anyone else wants to share their experience working here in the project and how exactly you have think on and how exactly it happened. So I just wanted to listen from you guys.
Yes, ma'am. Can I?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I am the engineering student from the background of artificial intelligence and data science, but I don't have the machine learning. So, what all the topics I have been just covered through in this my projects, it is just my the subject related. But in what academics I get, it is just the theory knowledge that there are no practicals and all. Means there are practicals for selective subjects, not for overall. So, in this projects, I came to know how the technicality works and how can we run the project and what are the outputs we get. Means it was totally new for us and for myself that I just came to learn about new things like the EDA project, the fashion image clustering, the career path choosing. Means it is the I have just done the work like it will be useful for everyone in our surrounding and each and every people, which will be helpful for them. And thanks to you for teaching us. Means your learning was giving us the motivation and direction towards the work we need to do in the weekend. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Aditi, for such good words. Thank you. And eventually, it's nice that you people are actually learning. Like actually what our colleges does, it actually give us the theoretical knowledge, but practical sessions, like most of the time we in college we just learn for the marks that we need to go, because if we don't get good CGPA, we won't be able to get we won't be able to sit for the placements. There are some colleges where this happens, some colleges that this doesn't happen. So that is varied, but we need to focus on our studies, on our CGPA, because that does matters, right? So, but when we are just coming down here, we are aggregating us here, we are able to understand like how we have to do in practical. So it's nice from my end also to get you as to teach, like not to teach, just to mentor you in this part, so that you also get to know, understand this technicalities in deep. So anyone else, guys? Anyone? Just you can just share your experience. You don't have to like say it in that form. You can just say it, just your experience. You can share, say, like whatever be it. You can just share your experience. Guys, here we have interacted for at least 6 weeks. Still, you people are like ashamed of just opening the mic and just saying it all. Why? Like when you'll be going down to the industries, there you have to speak to unknown people. I know I am unknown to you, but at least we have interacted for 6 weeks. So it's not that short period of time, right? So you can just switch on your mic and just Tell it. No one is recording it. Like it's not in the recorded format. Don't worry.
Hello,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am. Good evening,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, I am Rekha Kumari. Ma'am, I am a full stack web development. I am from this background, and from
Okay.
this AI/ML training, I just want to say that, and now I can perform the AI/ML tools also. So thank you for ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, great, Rekha. That it's nice to hear that you have learned from your and now you're confident enough to implement it in the projects and can build multiple different projects as well, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So who else?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Hi,
Good evening.
Manchu.
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening.
So I am non-CS background student at and studied at a smaller college. In my fourth sem, I have subject AI for science. There I complete theoretical part, but in your session I complete practical knowledge. So thank you, ma'am. This session is
Thanks.
more interactive for me.
Yeah, thanks to you, Himanshu, that you have stayed interactive in the sessions. There are many students, are like many interns, basically, who have who have stayed there, worked accordingly as well. But I haven't interacted them with them much. But you are the one with whom I have also interacted, and there are other ones also, Fida, Hasini, Aditi. So with all of them also I have interacted. So it's nice to because if we
So
don't keep the session interactive, it doesn't make the like proper bonding, right? At least we need to prepare some of the bonding to at least make you understand something, right? So that's the key. Yeah, Himanshu, you are saying something.
so ma'am, I am from non-CS background. So any guide for me?
Okay. So non-CS, so you have you know Python, right? From the very basic, you know Python, right?
No, ma'am, I complete Python from YouTube. Code with Harry YouTube channel.
I understand, but if possible, if since you are from non CS background, you can try and do any of the certifications. There are many certifications. Maybe in SWAM you can check. There you get some of the MSME based certification like government approved certifications.
Yes,
There
yes, ma'am, I do.
you get to you get to do the like the courses accordingly. After that you have to give the exam. So once you give the exam, if you are getting around more than 70%, I guess the things might be changed, but maybe I don't know a current scenario wise, but if you get around more than 70% or 75%, you get the certificate. So that has some standard also, that certificate. So you can do that, or if possible, you can do it from Coursera, Udemy, but that would cost you much, right? So if you want
Okay,
to
ma'am.
go in that format, you can try and do certification in Python from SWAM, okay? Or
So, ma'am,
yeah, tell
any suggestion for last project presentation?
presentation. Like I just want to say that you just tell what you understood. Don't just read the lines. It shouldn't like you are reading from somewhere. It shouldn't be like that. You are
No,
just
ma'am, I
whatever.
not reading
I
from somewhere, but
understand. I
I
understand.
note
I
some
understand.
point.
It's okay, fine, Himanshu, not a problem. But you for this specification, don't make any notes. You just present the screen and whatever comes to your mind, just say it like that because you know it because you build the project from scratch, right? So
Okay,
you
ma'am.
will whatever the details would be, you will be like you will be taking it in that format. So try and do it in that format only. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Uh,
Yeah.
I try my best. So thank you for guiding me. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Himanshu. It's nice. So we'll see your presentation this week, how like in that format. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I try my best.
Definitely. I know you will perform good. Don't worry on that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, will
Yeah,
there be a
Hasina.
panel members in the capstone project, ma'am?
Will there be?
Panel members, ma'am, from the company side for the
Maybe, may not be.
presentation.
Maybe, may not be. I am not sure of, but you need to prepare it very well. Okay, that's my suggestion from you. That try and prepare it from very well, and also learn the concepts that are mentioned up. Like any of the major concepts, if you are implementing any of the major concepts, are try and like learn it also, so that if any question comes up on that part, you can try and answer that as well. Okay, and that would be good for you also, because now you will be learning. Next, eventually you will be moving out for any of the interviews, right? So in the interviews, the interviewers start with asking the basic questions, and they will start from your project only, that project that you have built. So they will ask any of the random basic question from the project that you have taken into account. So they might ask any of the intricate details that you have, maybe any of the model that you have prepared. So they might ask that question. So if you are learning it also, like understanding it and making in the project, so it will help you also to answer those questions if you are putting out for any of the interview in future.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm not sure about the panelists, but prepare it well. That advice I can just give you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, Payal, thank you. I just noticed your chat. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So anyone, any other question or anything? No? Okay. So I just wanted to put put a reference to this, and I just want to put in like uh, AIML part is fine, very good that you are preparing AIML from scratch and you are using the Google Colab, creating the project. But side by side, I will suggest you to learn any of the visualization tools. I'll suggest to go on with the Power BI part, because nowadays visualizing a data is very useful. If you want to go ahead with this, like with want to go for this AIML sections, like just for this data modeling part or data building in this form, that is fine, that is okay. But side by side, that is for your betterment itself. So try and learn any of the visualization tool. You can use Excel, advanced Excel version, but there is a problem that in Excel you can just work with limited amount of data, small data you can work with. Like if there is the data is around 11,000, 12,000, or 11 lakh, 12 lakh, sorry, not 1,000, 11 lakh, 12 lakh. In that section, the data won't come in that format. Like you will be not able to plot it down in that format in Excel. So I'll just suggest that you try and learn any of the Power BI tools. Power BI tools, I can just show you the interface of it. I guess many of you might have worked with that as well. Just a moment. Yeah. So this is the Power BI interface. So if I go to any of the blank, just a moment. So here from here you can load the data, and Power BI gives you ample amount of setup from where you can just plot any plots. It has given you huge range of plots and huge range of like different type of formatting tools. Working with Power BI is very easy. If you just spend a day with Power BI, or a day will also be not required, around 2 to 3 hours, you will understand how you can get through with Power BI. Okay, because nowadays just doing the basic modeling, data creation, data modeling, getting down the insight, that is fine. But nowadays the world and and people are nowadays wanting someone who can also not only can build the thing but also get to know about the visualization part very well, right? So for that I am asking even you can work with Tableau also. So I can show you the interface of Tableau, just a moment. So this is Tableau. So for your practice and stuff, you can use the Tableau, the desktop version. So this was one basic for someone to understand. I have just created it. So if you just, it is interactive. See here, the data was based on some of the countries. So here I am using it as a filter. So now if I am putting it to Australia, so see the data is changing. Even the KPIs are getting changed, right? So visualizing data in this format is very useful. So I'll suggest you people to not only just go ahead with that, but also just try and understand the visualization, any of the visualization tools, maybe Power BI, maybe Tableau, because they are trending right now. So you can use any of one of them. Just for future reference, if you want to learn, just you can learn. And you nowadays you have got free access also. So from YouTube instead, sorry, from YouTube you can definitely take a look on that and can create projects out of that. So when you'll be going ahead and suppose for AIML engineer you are showing your showing your resume or applying, then you can also tell the HR that I do have an experience of project building in data visualization part in Power BI, in Tableau. That will give like put an extra edge to you over others. Okay.
Ma'am, what are the skills required
Okay,
for
ma'am.
the AI engineer or the ML engineer, ma'am?
AI ML engineer, basically, if you're counting it off, basic AI ML SQL you need to know. If you are knowing SQL well, that is nice. That you if you are knowing any of the database, that is fine. If you are knowing any of the visualization tools, that is an extra plus to it. If you are going ahead, like there is no, you can't say this are only the options. Nowadays, skills are increasing and the demand is also increasing. That's why the more you will be understanding, if you are knowing about Docker, Kubernetes, along with this, along with the data ETL, the data pipeline, basically ETL pipeline, you will be knowing it. So that is fine. That it would be putting an extra edge to it. Okay. And basic wise, if you are saying AIML details that are basically needed.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you.
Along with that, the deployment thing also you need to take into consideration. You need to learn either Django or any of the or Flask, any of that. That would be a good thing if you are learning that as well.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Priyanshu. I just read your text stuff. Sai Shuchendra. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks to you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your guidance.
Sorry.
Thank you, ma'am, for your guidance.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Pranay, to you too. Okay. Yeah, Priyanshu. Okay, you have done Power BI. That's nice. You can try and work with larger data, some of the take better data from Kaggle and try and work with that so that you can just you can just put that project in your resume also. So make it like in a form the dashboard should look good and it should be interactive in a form that you can present it to in your resume also and try the intricate details that are there in about the software inside the software that are there, try and understand that. Okay. Okay, guys, so we'll just stop here today. It's been nice to have you people as interns up here, and it was a great experience from my end as well to come down each week strategize the different topics that we will be studying in the session, and eventually delivering what I know to you people. And it feels even more good when I get to know that you people also learned something from here and are ready, are confident enough about it, and are ready to implement it in the real world. That's really nice of you. All the very best to you for this upcoming project, this final project, and also for your future endeavors.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank
ma'am.
you, mom.
Thank you,
Thanks
ma'am.
for your
Thank
efforts,
you.
mom.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks to you as
Thank you,
well.
Thanks
ma'am.
for
Thank
your
Thank
you.
you,
efforts.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you. Bye bye. We'll meet again in the
Bye, ma'am.
with yeah, yeah. Anyone was saying something?
Ma'am, I was telling thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Okay, okay, not an issue. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. We'll meet when we have the presentation of this final project. We'll meet then. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Good night.
Yeah,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
Thank
Bye,
ma'am.
you.
mom.
Good
Have a
night.
nice
All
day.
the very best, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.